Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Molly from Bell Farms. This is Shane.
And I'm Shane.
All right, guys, so we are at the field where we just put down the dry fertilizer that you guys saw. And we're going to do a crop update just like I talked about. Sorry, I didn't get to it in the last video. But we're going to start here and we're going to show you how much the potatoes have grown just since that last video. And that was only, I don't think, what, 4 or 5 days ago?
Yeah, a couple days ago.
Yeah, something like
Under
that.
a
So,
week.
yeah, under a week. And it is beautiful. We have a really nice day today. So, we're going to go around. We're going to show you guys the fields, show you how everything's growing. And if I have time, I'm going to get into the garden and finish planting the last little bit of pumpkins that I need to. But
That's not going to happen.
we're also leaving for Ohio tomorrow. So, yeah, that's probably not going to happen. But that's okay. Okay, so we're going to start here. And yeah, let's take a look at these potatoes. As you guys can see, these potatoes have gotten a lot taller and they look great. The color's awesome. The hills look good. So this is going to be the last time that we are in the field doing any type of cultivating or anything until harvest. Dave will still be in the field doing sprays for his routine care of the plants. But other than that, this is it. So Ray and I dug up a potato in that last video, and you know, the potato plant was about this big. And these plants are now at least twice as tall.
Yeah.
So the one me and Ray dug up was about this big, and look how great this plant looks. So. All right, so this is a good plant to dig up to show you because it's kind of isolated by itself. So on either side here, this would be what you would call like a skip when it was planting. So you'll be able to see what is actually coming out of the seed piece that's in the ground right here.
One seed piece here. And so far, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think there's 9 so far going on here. And so you know you've got potatoes.
All right, so there's 2 shoots off this one seed piece here. So 2 potato plants grew out of this one seed piece, and there was 2 pieces of seed side by side in this furrow here, and that's what that other piece is. So these were side by side in here. And on this one, you know, that's a pretty good little baby potato there. But yeah, so that's really neat. And we'll replant those because they're going to keep growing. Good. So potatoes look excellent. So this was the first planting again of potatoes, and this was planted on April 25th, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Paul Farms, the last planting where it was wet, those aren't even out of the ground yet.
Yeah,
so
which
that gives
is
you an idea of.
we can show that one little strip there that was planted on the same day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so potato update here in Durham. This was the first planting, so I don't have a tape measure, but it would be nice to see how tall these are. But
No, they look good.
yeah, these look really good. The color's great. And these are going to take off now.
Yeah, I got a little food, a little water, a little heat.
Yeah. All right, so that field looks good. So this is the quick look at the first planting of potatoes, and now we're going to head over to the first planting of sweet corn. So we're going to head back to Auburn, and we'll show you that field down by the river.
Get it.
Oh my God. This is just a little one.
Good job.
I missed that one apparently. That was funny. All right, so this corn was planted around the same time, and you can see here that we have some different heights of the corn. And some of that has to do with the amount of rye that was in here and not being able to get that surface very smooth, so the seed depths at planted were a little bit different. So cold temperatures can also cause germination issues, which can cause the corn to grow a little uneven or not at all.
Nice piece of corn, nice piece of corn. Nice piece of corn, it'll skip there and whatnot. But let's see what it looks like under the ground.
Okay, so you can see the seed kernel there where it was planted, and then these are all like the stabilizing roots.
Yeah, the corn will grow out like those nice roots from the side. But, yeah.
Looking good. I wasn't sure how far away the seed piece was going to be from the actual stalk of corn, so it's kind of cool to see. Neat. All right, so this is the beginning of sweet corn, and those of you who are not farmers, sweet corn is in the grass family. That's kind of why it looks like grass.
Piece of grass.
Piece of grass.
Piece of corn.
Piece of corn. So they're in the same family. All right, so we'll take a little walk and show you the field here and show you the corn. I have to say potatoes are a lot prettier to look at than corn. All right, guys, behind me is one of the spray roads. You've heard me talk about this. You've also seen it in our drone footage if you've been watching for a little while. So this space in between the crops is for the sprayer to drive down. Now, because we don't have a very tall sprayer, and when the corn gets really tall, the clearance isn't there. So we have these built-in spray roads so that he can drive through, and then the booms are above the corn. And this way he's able to take care of any issues that come up during the growing season, take care of any worms, stuff like that. So this is about an 8-acre field here, and I think Shane said he'll probably be able to pick this in around 4 days, depending on orders. This will be the first place that we pick corn, and because of the shape of the land here, it's high on this side, and then we have a low spot, and then it's high over there, and this is nice sandy soil. This spot where I'm standing right here is going to be where he will start picking. This corn looks smaller right now, but after it grows and once the sun gets to it, it's going to mature faster because of the sandy soil and because of the sun exposure. So we are going to move on to the next thing. And I talked about it maybe just a little bit, but we have sunflowers this year. And this is a brand new crop for us, and we're going to go check them out. We have 2 different varieties we grew, and we'll show you guys what those are when we get over there. Okay, so we are at the next field, and this is where we have the sunflowers. So we're over by Bill's house. He's got 2 fields here on either side, and we're just in the further one here. This is where they look the best. We've never grown sunflowers before, so I don't have anything I can really teach you guys about sunflowers, other than we are going to see how the spacing is. I've read a lot of different things online as far as, 6 inches to 12 inches to 4 inches, and we got them spaced apart quite a bit because we use the corn planter to plant them. So I don't know, we're just going to see how it goes. There's 2 varieties in this field. We've got this one, and then one on that far side, the ones that are not growing as fast or as well. We have a black oil, and then we have a striped sunflower. The plan for these sunflowers is going to be to sell them as birdseed in the store, because I'm already selling a lot of birdseed and that is doing well. We figured we would try a little different rotation here and see how they go. You find a potato beetle? I mean, potato growers recognize that guy. So we had potatoes in this field last year, so I've seen a few of these guys out, and they're looking for their potatoes. Oh, somebody's eating them, huh?
Be a woodchuck or something in there.
Yeah. Actually, eaten a lot of them. All of these have been eaten.
Woodchuck will do that.
Wow. Now I wonder what this does to the plant. Is the top done? I don't know.
I'm assuming it ain't gonna do anything.
Wow, that's a lot of sunflowers that he ate.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So we might need to do something about that. It's no deer tracks. Whatever it is, it's small, not leaving many tracks. That really ate a lot of sunflowers. So that's our sunflower update. The update is we don't really know much about sunflowers, but we're growing them.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, back to get Bessie. I'm hungry.
Oh, you're in luck.
I'm in luck. Pizza day.
Mm-hmm. Hold me when you get back.
All right, guys, we're gonna grab some lunch and then we'll head back over to Lewiston and I will see what I'll get into to show you guys there. All right, guys, getting back over here to the building site. We're gonna check this out first and then we're gonna go over to the garden and I'm gonna show you all the stuff that I've been doing over there. So I think I have one update to show you before today and I'll show you that now. Hey, Chad. Good. Yeah, nice. Yeah, cool. Sorry, I wasn't really planning on filming, but I figured I'd come catch you guys doing stuff.
We're here.
Working. Oh, cool.
Wicked cool.
Wicked cool. I want to see how it's done. Really?
Where'd they go?
Oh, look how fast you are. You're so fast.
I know, that thing's cool. He offered to let me try it, but I'm not slowing people down today. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, what you're doing actually looks really fun to me. That's,
It ain't bad. It's just it kills you back.
yeah,
after
bending
a while.
over.
He likes company.
I know, I need to get to work. I should have left a few minutes ago.
What do you guys do?
Okay, now that we're back, let me show you what's going on here. So everything is finished and they are ready to pour concrete. So Chad, the earliest Chad could get all the concrete he needed for this, like early in the morning, is on Friday. And today is Wednesday. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be here. Me and Shane are not going to be here for the pour, but Derek's going to do some filming for us. But I'm going to show you guys what it looks like before, and then I'll have some footage for you later on in another video of after. But the amount of rebar in this slab is intense. You guys can see all of this webbing here. There is lots and lots. And these here, this is our anchor bolts for the beams for the building, the structural part. So they have some jigs that they made so that when they pour the concrete, everything is nice and square and everything is going to fit together well. So that's pretty cool. So that tool that Chad and Tom were using to tie the rebar, I can see why that is so helpful. There's so much going on here. Look at all that. Oh, before I forget, we talked about this a little too. There was an existing septic and water line here because this is where that trailer was. So we did tie into that. And we have a bathroom going in this corner here. So there'll be a sink and a toilet, and then there's going to be like a hand washing, kind of a bigger sink on the inside of the shop. So that'll be really nice. It's looking big again. All right, cool. So I'm going to take some pictures from above and show you guys that, and then we'll move on to the next update. So it's amazing what just a little bit of warm weather, a little fertilizer, the right conditions can do, and these things are ready to explode. Okay, so when you guys saw these last, they were just barely coming through the ground, just tiny, tiny little peeking out. So in a week's time, this is how much they've grown. So Shane did spread fertilizer on these fields over here too, or part of them. Then we'll have another load of fertilizer coming. And then we have more potatoes in Durham that will need fertilizer too. And then grain corn's gonna get some fertilizer. But for right now, this is the crop update. And yeah, so I just want to show you guys those potatoes because you just saw them in that last building video. And yeah, big change in just a little amount of time. So I'm gonna head over to the garden now and I'm gonna plant a few more things today and then that'll be it. And then I've got to get ready for our trip. So. Let's take a look at what is growing. Now I started planting this the 30th of May and then the second day was the 6th, and today is the 11th? Yeah, today's the 11th, so I don't expect any of those to have come up yet, but no, not yet. But the winter squash is really coming up, so that's looking good. There and here. Nice. Yeah. Very good. So this first, I kind of have them in blocks of the towers with the pivot here. So this first tower here, all of this is winter squash. And then I have a little bit more winter squash in the front there, and then we start into the pumpkins. So we did most of the pumpkins on the 6th, and then I'm gonna finish up with the decorative pumpkins over here, and then Ray's wife Pat, she is going to finish up planting the rest of the carving pumpkins because I'm going to be away and I won't have time to do it. Yeah. So this is the delicata. And this is going to be a spaghetti squash here. And I also have Blue Hubbard in here, a little bit of acorn, and then the majority of it is butternut and buttercup. Those are the most popular squashes. That is going to be the majority of what we plant and pick this year because the rest of it didn't sell quite as well. I donated a ton of it and I still had a bunch left over. All right, so I'm going to pick up with these decorative pumpkins and then I think that leaves like a whole tower and a half of all these rows that Pat can plant whatever else she wants to plant. Cool. So, like I said, I only have like 100 seeds. I've got 4 packs here. These are the ones that I'm most excited about, so I wanted to plant these ones. I love these pumpkins. Blue Doll, Moonstruck, Jade Knight, and Porcelain Doll. So kind of a mix of the peach and green and blue and white pumpkins. Those kind of flat stackers, and these are always fun. So, all right, I got a plan. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 rows I'm going to use, and I'm just going to plant them in each row so that when you bring that box over, they're lined right up, if that makes sense to you guys. So with these, I'm just putting one seed in each hole, and that's just because I have a ton of room. Yeah, I really don't have any rhyme or reason, but that's what I'm doing. Also, I did not bring my shovel and stuff, so I'm just doing this by hand. The shovel did work good. I had a lot of seeds to plant that day, though. I feel like maybe this is your more typical Maine rocky soil here. We have a lot of really nice fields that don't have any rocks in them, but this is not one of them. Okay guys, so that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I just finished planting those 100 seeds and I filled up halfway through the tower, a little past halfway. So I started before the truck and I went to there with these 4 rows. So looks like we still have a lot of room over here. Hopefully Pat has some plans to put some more pumpkins and stuff in here, but that's it for me because I'm leaving. All right guys, so this is gonna wrap it up for this video. A little bit of a catch up and a little bit of a crop update. I can officially say that I'm caught up on my footage now and it feels really good. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is really hard to do. It's a lot of work gathering all the footage. It's a lot of work organizing all the footage and then editing all the footage. But I love doing it. I really have a lot of fun making the videos. It gets to be like my artistic outlet. I used to paint a lot, love to paint, but I don't have time for that anymore. I suppose if I wasn't making YouTube videos, I would have lots of time for it, but yeah. So I love doing it, but it's a ton of work, and I feel like I'm finally caught up with all the footage from all of the spring tillage, and pretty much from now on is gonna be just growing updates. We're into summer now as far as I'm concerned, and yeah. So anyways, feels good. All right guys, so I will see you on the next video. My plan and hope is so that this comes out while I'm in Ohio, so that when I get back, the next video is gonna be of our trip. And that's gonna be just kind of like a, I don't know, not farm video, but seems like you guys wanna see some of that. So, all right, well, I'll stop jabbering on. I'll see you guys later. Thank you.